What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olivia, and today's video is going to be my makeup routine. Not so much a tutorial because I still am pretty beginner friendly, I would say. Like, I'm just really getting my toes wet into makeup. So this is just going to be a routine. And another note, I'm on a camera right now. I'm on my Sony ZV-1F. Shout out to my boyfriend. This is my graduation gift. So yeah, I'm excited to record with this camera and get better content. Excuse me, get better content quality for you guys. And yeah, I'm still playing around with the settings. I don't know too much about the camera, so please don't ask me, okay? Because I've been doing my research myself. So, but once I get more confident with using the camera and feel like, you know, I can actually give some advice on the settings, I definitely will. But as of right now, I'm still learning. So yeah, but I'm excited to do this video. I'm also going to be making a TikTok as well. So if you guys see me kind of looking like kind of crazy, don't pay any mind. So I'm going to pull out, this is just going to be like an everyday glam. First and foremost, skincare. That is what's going to really set the tone for how your makeup is going to turn out. And I don't do anything special or crazy. I use the Gentle face wash from Cetaphil as my cleanser. And then I go in with two products from Good Molecules. I really like their products. I go in with the Dark Mark Coloration Serum. I don't quote me on the name, but it's the it's for hyperpigmentation. It has like a green label on it. I go in with that, and then I also use the niacinamide serum. I think it's like 10% niacinamide or 5% niacinamide. I use those two things, and then Aquaphor. I am going to be transitioning into something a little more lightweight since it's getting warmer, but I love Aquaphor down. I stand by Aquaphor. And then also sunscreen. I didn't put on any today just because I don't plan on going anywhere. But yeah, definitely wear your sunscreen. Don't forget about your sunscreen. Okay. This is the primer that I use. Clearly I like it because it is almost gone. I want to try the pink one as well, so you guys will have to let me know if you tried the pink one and you like it or don't like it, whatever. But this one does pretty good. And yeah, we're just gonna put some on. There's really no like method to this. At least I don't really use a method. I definitely make sure I try to get it under my eyes so that concealer is stuck on there. And then I feel like people say you're not supposed to rub, but it's just like, how else am I gonna get it on my face? Like, I don't know. And then maybe like sometimes I kind of just like pat it into my skin. Like that. And oh, and then you guys will be seeing this. This is my fan. It's a little broken, but it still does the job. And we're just gonna let this dry because you want it to get tacky so your makeup will stay. So I'm gonna just let that dry up some more, and in the meantime I do my eyebrows next. Now do what works for you, because like I said, this isn't a tutorial. Like, I'm just kind of showing y'all my process, and I'm talking at the same time. So because I've really been enjoying doing makeup lately, so yeah. And I just got my eyebrows waxed like 2 weeks ago, and they still look really good. So luckily I don't have to really do too much. But this is the, oh, I didn't tell y'all, this was the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. And then this is the Precisely My Brow Benefit pencil in the shade 4.5. And I honestly just think it's perfect. I like how precise it is. Like, it literally says it in the name. Precisely. Yeah, I'm just filling in any like gaps. Just like that. And then I go in with the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I try not to get too much because I don't really want them to look laminated. Like, I just want to put enough to where they kind of stay in position all night, if that makes sense. Like, I used to really do the laminated like look, but I'm starting not to really like it like that. Like, I like it when my eyebrows, like for moments when my eyebrows are like really bushy, but these are like very clean, you know, sharp brows. So I just got them done. So I'm not really like laminating them. I'm just kind of like making sure they don't move. So yeah, they might not be sisters, but they're cousins. Okay, and that's good enough for me. And at this point, and that's all I do. That's all I do for my brows. Unless I'm going for more of like a more glam look, then I will like conceal them. But I'm not doing that in this video. So at this point, your primer should be pretty tacky. And we're gonna go in with our next product, which is foundation or skin tint, because I have both. So I had been using the Halo Glow liquid filler skin tint, but something in this product makes me very oily, and it doesn't matter how much powder I put on, you know, I try to set it, whatever the case may be. It's like a few hours could pass and I look oily. And I don't necessarily have oily skin. I honestly think I have combination skin. So I'm steering away from this and trying this, which is Maybelline's, there it goes. The Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation in the shade 355. So I recently just purchased this, and I know it looks pretty dark, but like I'm gonna get a tan, you know, within the next couple of months. So I honestly feel like this shade will be perfect. And then these shades, like, they're not too far off. So what I'm gonna do is mix them. So we're just gonna take a little bit of that and probably like 1 squirt of this, like not much. And I have used this foundation already. This is my first time using it. I'm gonna use a beauty blender, but I'm gonna go wet this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my damp beauty blender, and I'm kind of just gonna like mix this in place first. I'm sure there's probably a better method out there on how to do this, but this is what I'm doing today, so might be a little better. It's gonna blend out like skin, watch. So yeah, I'm just working this in. Concealer, make sure you get that neck. So y'all can't even like, yeah. Definitely recommend this. That is pretty blended to my liking. And it looks pretty shiny right now, but like once I put the powder and stuff on, it's gonna look good. So next, I'm just gonna set this. And this is the Milani Make It Last Original Natural Finish. I know they have like different ones for different like purposes, but I just feel like a diva with this fan. We're gonna do bronzer, and I prefer bronzer over contour now. I used to do contour, but I don't know, I feel like sometimes it would be a little harsh if you didn't blend it out correctly. So I feel like bronzer is the way to go. And so this is a cream bronzer by Anastasia in the shade Terracotta. I actually found this at like TJ Maxx one day. I was randomly shopping and I was like, let me give it a shot. And I actually really like it. So, and I'm going in, I'm not gonna list like all the brushes and stuff that I'm using, okay? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not I'm not that professional. I told y'all, like, I'm still very beginner. But yeah, so I just take my bronzer and I kind of put it in the same spots as I would contour. But I just feel like bronzer, it warms up your face more than contour. And I just like that look a little better. But yeah, I just wanna be bronzed. So yeah, I'm just working this in. I know I've been seeing videos the girls say to like, you want to like, you know, lift it up and not like drag it down, which makes sense. But yeah, so that's that. And then I'm going to go back in like just kind of with the brush in a second. And next, we're going to do concealer, which is honestly my favorite part. So I normally use this concealer, which is the Hydrating Camo Concealer by e.l.f. And it's in the shade Tan Walnut. But sometimes I feel like a little goes a long way with this for me. Like, this is definitely a bright concealer like on me. So if that's the look that I'm going for, then I really like this one. I know some people don't really like it, but I honestly haven't really had any problems with it. For a soft glam, LA Pro Conceal. Now this is like a OG Fawn, as you can tell, for like under eye. But I also have Toffee that I feel like is a more natural look. Like, they're very similar. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the Toffee though for today. Yeah, this just gives me more of like a natural everyday type of vibe. I put concealer here on the bridge of my nose and then right here. And this does dry quick, so you don't want to let it sit too long because then you won't really be able to like move it around how you want. I use a brush for my concealer. I just like how it looks with a brush, but you can use a beauty blender or even these little triangle puffs, like whatever you want to do. Like I've honestly started to learn that like with makeup, it definitely is like self-expressive, so you kind of just have to play around with it yourself and figure out like what looks good on your face. So that's why I said in the beginning that this is not a tutorial. Okay, this is just what I do, and a couple people have asked me like what I do, so this is why I'm showing it to you guys. So you just want to lightly tap. You're not dragging anything and like smearing, like no. With the concealer under the eye, I try to get as close to like my waterline. Just blending this. And then I go all the way, like I drag it out. So we're gonna do that same with the other eye. Still getting as close to that waterline as possible. And yeah, you just want to lightly tap until it is all worked in. And I know it looks really shiny now, but like putting the powder on and stuff, it's so satisfying. But yeah, I'm gonna blend this out up here. Blend my nose out. I'm gonna go back with some setting spray. The brush that I use for bronzer, I might need a little more, but you can just take that leftover product and blend out any harsh lines so it can look more seamless. Like, you see? Next is powder. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in the shade Toffee, I want to say. One of these. Kind of swirl it around and I just press it in. And look at the difference. You can really put it all over your face, honestly. Just because, why not? And then we also have this setting powder. And for the longest, I always was confused about like the difference of the two. Still don't really understand, but I do like this powder. This is the one size, like I said, setting powder and translucent. Yeah, so I still don't really understand like the difference of the two. Like I do, but I don't. I use this, not the same one, but I just use a powder puff, and then I like rub some of the excess off, and I kind of just place this under my eye. And then same for the other side. I get some, kind of rub the excess off and put it under my eye. So now I'm going to take this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I'm kind of just going to like dust any of that like excess product off of my face. Gonna go in again with this. Okay. Today I'm gonna be using the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso. But yeah, this is just a very like, you know, simple blush. Normally I love blush down, okay? Like I love a good pigmented blush, but this is so perfect for just like everyday, like, you know, for this specific makeup look. And today for our lip combo, we're gonna keep it pretty simple. We're gonna use the NYX, and this is actually an eye pencil, but it works. And I feel like these stay on, like an eye pencil or eyeliner stay on longer than a lip liner. But yeah, this is a NYX eye pencil in dark brown. And then I'm gonna go in with the NYX Butter Gloss. I also really love these in the shade Madeline. This is like very nude. As y'all can see, it smells so good. And then I'm going to kind of blend that all out just so it's not so nude with the this is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Gummy Bear, to kind of add some pink in there. Other two setting sprays that I also like are the One Size and then the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist in the green one. I use all three. So for this one, I like to use it in between steps. You don't have to do this, I just kind of do. So yeah, I like this for in between steps, and then I like to use these two at the end, like once I'm done with the whole routine. I like to use both of them, but I kind of want to, I'm running low on this one, so I'm just going to use this one today. And then our handy dandy fan. I'm gonna do some mascara because I normally would do lashes. Yeah, I like to use lash clusters. This is glue, by the way, but anywho. Yeah, I like to use these lash clusters from Amazon. They're the Pawo. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but hopefully y'all can see that fine print right there. I like to use these. They're really nice. Or like some strip lashes. I actually, when I got my makeup like professionally done a couple weeks ago, she used strips, and I was like, I need to start buying strips again, you know, because sometimes I don't want to do a full set of like cluster lashes. Like, I'd rather just put the strips on and then I can just take them off at the end of the night. So I'm just gonna do some mascara for today, and this is the Essence Lash Princess, and it's waterproof, and it most definitely is waterproof. I like it, but when it comes time to take my makeup off, this is like, it stays on for dear life. So if that's what you're looking for, I definitely recommend this one. And yeah. So this is the final look. Very natural and perfect for every day. Let me know if you guys like this video, if I should do more. If you have any product recommendations, any tips, anything like that, I'm open to it because I just love doing my makeup. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.